Don't know why that happens. Happens periodically. Luckily, the fix is very simple. Oh yeah, the old way, my gosh. I used to have to get onto Novia support, and I give them kudos for trying, but this switch, somebody was mentioning switch before, SWCH, interesting, little red bar, not a red bar ignored exactly, but okay, so again, Dave, when you ask a question like that, nobody really knows where it's going. Okay, nobody really knows. You get some, so I mean, the market this morning, everything is up. The home builders, all the home builders, everything is up except for gold. Okay, there's the home builders ETF, so it's strong, but where KVH is going from here, nobody knows. It had a nice pop. It's pulling back, got some bottoming tails. Maybe that means the end of the pullback is over, but pretty difficult to really know. There's a cross actually forming, so some might say that cross is signifying that it might go down more. To me, it's just leave it alone. Now, IQ is getting more interesting, especially if it takes out that 1908, that high of the week right there. I'm getting no alerts right now, though, from really anything. Okay, guys, IQ is right at that level, right at the weekly high of 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Three weeks ago, right there. Good volume. Relative volume is good also, 1.9 times normal. Pulled back just a little bit. Let's see. I'd love to see a bit of 1910. Probably gets me in. Clear that weekly high. Now, probably stumble around 1950 if I got that high, but that'd be enough for me if I got in around 1910. But you have to do what you have to do, okay? I'm not telling anybody to take this trade at 1910. Okay, guys, take all that stuff off topic, okay? Remember now, That's why we have these tabs, stocks only, want to chit chat, off topic, right there. Yeah, not trying to be mean, Dave. It's very difficult. I mean, where anything is going is a IQ, guys. Okay, I'm in it now. Let's see. Hopefully my 19 stop will hold. Jump the gun just a penny on it. Again, it gets close to 19, I'm out. This is just really a play off the whole number. And also the high of the previous week, 1907. So it gets close to the 19. So, I'm going to have a very tight stop maybe. Yeah, so the Dow was up, so I guess people are thinking that whatever the Fed is going to say at 2 or 2:30, whenever those minutes are being read, not going to adversely, in fact, positively affect the market. Whoa, it's almost 104, so I'll be doing my video pretty soon. Boy, the day is just whipped by now. Well, I mean, for instance, like this would have been a chase, trying to take EBR. You're watching it go up, 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 up. That's just a chase. I mean, I just couldn't do it. Now there was a little pullback, maybe could get you in. I'm not saying to do it now, but when I see something like that, then it drives you crazy sometimes because, my text to voice, it keeps telling me over and over again that this is making a new high, new high, new high. So a series of candles, especially if they're pretty wide. Like here, okay, here's another example of something. It's hard. These are 15-minute candles, remember. Can't chase this. So I guess the theory, okay, you wait for a little pullback, which it did, and then, there's an argument to be made that you could have taken the trade, if you'd seen it, taken the trade right around the 25 mark, and, you would have been gold if you'd done that, if you'd seen this. But to get in it, you see this and say, I'm taking it. And yeah, I mean, it looks great in retrospect. Oh, look what it did. Could have just as easily gone down. But as I always say, I'm the world's worst pullback player. So I see a lot of things that I just can't chase. So for me, what would have to happen on a lot of these is that they would base a little bit and then take a pop up. But I mean, this would have been beautiful to have seen it right here. All right, everybody, time for me to do my video. Okay, and before I go though, again, if you're new to this room and you're wondering what we're doing and you'd like to take part as far as our Trade Ideas program is concerned, we've got a great promo going on right now, 25% off savings using this promo code. There's the link right there. Click on that, it'll take you to the subscription page and pick what plan you want. $10.68 a year minus the 25% for the standard. Premium is $22.68 a year minus the 25%. Monthly 118 less the 25%. The discount's only good for the first month. And 228 less the 25%. Again, the discount's only good for the first month. But if within 30 days you decide you want to upgrade from standard to premium or from monthly to yearly, you can do so, and we'll honor that promo code. Okay. And I believe it is still going to be on until Friday, this Friday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. Obviously at night. So know your time zone. And somebody asked, well, where do you put the code? Well, when you click on the how you want, there you do. You just put it in here. Okay, and then you apply it. Okay, so if I apply that code, all in caps, see a nice $267 savings, so that $801 for 12 months of our standard, which is great. Okay, and I'll just be starting the video very soon. Before I go, let's see why. I'm sure there's got to be a reason. Yeah, so relative volume, Vicki, not two. Usually the reason. Okay, everybody, we'll see you around 150. All right, guys, I am back, and as you probably can guess, I'm in the Cree long now. Got in right around here, 56. I watched this. I almost got in there. It pulled all the way back, and then what did it again? I thought, you know what, I got to take a chance on this one. So, 56 gets me out again. I want to see if it can take out 50. Obviously, could be a tough nut, but we'll see. All right, well, first step. Maybe. All right, so I took some out at 49.91 in case it cannot average about 49.91 for the target for the Cree, just in case it cannot take out 50. I know it did briefly. I'm not going to mess around though. I mean, this stock is still, for all the reasons I always say this, for all the reasons it did this, they're still in play. That I don't call a pullback. I don't call that a pullback. I call it sort of a base, and then a pop out of this base. That, if that, and then, you know, that would be more, I mean, this is sort of popping off the bottom, in my opinion. Not so much, to me, a pullback would be something that did this and stopped and then came back. But not near the lows. That's my definition anyway. My definition. Yeah, sugar. I was on doing my video. Another interesting one. FE at the alert at 45.27. I mean, it's nothing fantastic yet, but what about the other one? LSCC, LS 1997. Well, let's see if this really gives it up. Vicky. Anyway, let me get this quickly in here. Whoa! Sorry, guys. Shameless cheerleading, obviously. Briefly took out 50 again. Got that pop right up to there. Just got to take 50. When you say you downloaded it, what did you download? What exactly did you download? Remember, everything's in the channel bar. New channel bar right here in Barry's Windows. That's if you want to follow the evening scan, that's where you should be following it. I'm not sure what you downloaded. I may have to delete that because let me just see what happens when I pull it up right now, though. Let me just see. It should just be the evening. It should just be, yeah, this is what you should get. This is just the evening scan, you know, that I use after hours today. I mean, you should have something like this in it. There's hardly anything in it. It's the nature of the market right now. I don't know if that's what you mean, but if you pull it up right now, that's what you should see. Remember, this is what I'll be using to create my list for tomorrow. Very few companies. It's going to be a challenge, you know. We're out of earnings season, so it's going to be a challenge to come up with enough names. Well, yeah, it will start fresh every morning. You know, when it says live always, if you bring it up, well, let me just show you. If you look at a pre-market, you will see nothing because I've got the current volume, I've got the relative volume filter in there. So I don't know when you were looking at it. If you're looking at it when you say this morning, if you're looking at a pre-market, there'll be nothing in it. So is that when you were looking at it in the pre-market? This is not designed. It's designed to be looked at once the market closes. Well, but again, when you say this morning, do you mean once the market opened? Open it now. Do me a favor and open it now and see if you've got anything in it. So I'm all out of the Cree now, guys. That's a big topping tail. Just could not take out 50 with any conviction. Right here, lower left-hand corner, Locutus. Right here, the black chart. It's the black chart. So Thomas, did you, when you open it now, I mean, you must have, if you have this one, I mean, there are not very many in here, but you didn't answer me. When you opened it this morning, but when you say open it this morning, was it before 9:30 Eastern time? Because if it is, it's always going to be blank. If you opened it after the market opened, it's possible. Nothing met the filters. You know, again, there's hardly anything in right now. Well, that's the whole exercise I go through. As I take these, I take these. I'll take these. I'll look at every one of these and figure out if I want to keep them as a carrier. I mean, these are the current ones from yesterday's evening scan. Okay, so these are the ones from yesterday's evening scan. This is today's. So these are the ones from yesterday. I'll look at each one of these and make a determination whether I want to keep them to follow them again tomorrow. And then I'll look at these ones to see which ones I want to follow tomorrow. And that'll create the new list for tomorrow. So you're not doing it, I'm doing it. Well, again, when you say yes, days. This is semantics now. This was created using yesterday's evening scan plus some carryovers from yesterday that were in this window. But I create them, and you can use them just right here, new channel bar, and you click on Barry's Windows. I mean, I'm doing it for you right there, Barry's Windows. So there's really no process you have to do. And then tomorrow, you know, these are the alerts I got from this list. You know, and to be honest, I mean, you know, to varying degrees. I mean, the urban alert at 2187, it hit 2276 before. You know, I mean, they're not continuing to be stellar since the alerts, but you know, would have given you some chance. 3453, it hit 30. Yeah, I would call that a no-go. Obviously, the PCG took a long time, but 1181 finally got up to here. This one was good early, 3475, hit 3542. Tilray, you know, modest, 3099, hit 3158, and this one is doing nothing. No, the so-called yesterday scan that we're, I know this is semantics, but again, I'll just, you know, to quickly go over it again. If you call these today's scans, okay, these are today's. This is what we're using today. I'll look at each one of them, determine whether or not I want to carry any one of them forward tomorrow. I'll look at these, figure out which ones I want to watch tomorrow. That will give us the list like this for tomorrow. This is today's list, which was made up of carryovers from yesterday, plus the ones that I took from the evening scan of yesterday. No, it's a little confusing, but you don't have to do anything. I mean, I just do it for you. Yeah, what happened with the SPY? Just put it up here. I've not really been paying too much there. Okay, so I'm going to put up the 1 minute. I think is that why you were talking, Locutus, about where's my SPY chart? So there's, you know, it usually takes about 5 to 10 minutes before you get settled in a direction. Doggone, Cree looks like it's not over. It's been awfully hard for me to keep that though. 49, 41 it got right back to. Yeah, no, it's part of in the Barry's Windows, it's all done for you. So far, nothing really shaking. There's the initial reaction, little pop, another little reaction here. This is a 1 minute candles. Yeah, PDD, I mean, I have an alert set up in this area here for PDD. Trying to come off this consolidation area. This also came from, nothing really happened with it, but PDD came from this, call it AI 2.0. Way early, hasn't done anything since. What do I think about HSGX? HSGX. Yeah, see, it's just too cheap for me. I don't really follow those, J Audio. Sorry. I mean, it's done nothing. I mean, there's a lot of volume, 4 times normal, but it's done nothing. I know it. I can see that it had a big pop up here, but it's pulled right back. Yeah, I just don't follow these. Sorry. Is this a pink sheet stock too? No, it's not even a pink sheet. Obviously, right to do a reverse split at some point to get that price over $1. Ah, Cree, why did you do that to me? I'd have loved to, but that was too hard to. I mean, you could not hold. I could not hold onto that. Yeah, there it is. Well, shoot. I had a few shares thinking that it might add on a couple of dollars, but anyway, I don't know. I don't know. There are rules in place. You'd have to check with NASDAQ, I guess. I'm sure it's on their website. You do a Google on that, I'm pretty sure, but I don't know off the top of my head. Well, I'll do this for who was still in it. Okay, so the initial reaction looks okay in the Fed minutes. There's the SPY, big volume coming in. There was a bottom tail, but it looks like it's been taken care of. PDD getting closer to a trigger for me. Yeah, I'm not convinced on the ACOR. I mean, as you guys know, I was in this one up here, but taken out for a small loss. Luckily, took the loss early and did not wait for all this to happen. I'm not so sure about this one now. I'll probably watch it going forward, just because there's still that huge void. It just wasn't quite ready to really break out yet. Whoa. Yeah, I mean, this was so beautiful at the very beginning. This is an awfully whippy one. Beautiful at the beginning, just straight up for the first 30 minutes. Pulled back, looked like it was trying again. Now it's just tanking. That's an expensive one, isn't it? The Mongo, yeah, MongoDB. Haven't seen this one for a long time. Grow used to be a fun one for a while. Remember these days, no, it's wow, it's almost a year and a half ago, but and that's Grow. Let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, eight question marks, Vicky. Any? Oh yeah. Well, look. Boy, Tapestry's had a sneaky day. Pretty choppy though. Yeah. I mean, you look at all these topping tails and bottoming tails. It's awfully hard, in my opinion, to trade these intraday anyway. I mean, you just wear on your nerves. Oh, this is crazy with the Cree. But I'll keep doing this. I'm sure there's some here still in the bounce of it. All right, guys. It is email time. Now, I also say this is that if you have questions for me, please ask me in the room. So much easier for me to demonstrate things in front of you on my screen if I can than sending me an email. Don't worry. Don't think you're bothering me, okay? Okay, so I'm just going to put myself on mute for a bit here. I have to answer a couple of emails. All right, guys, I'm back. Always interesting emails. Whoa, there's a big pullback for Cree. 50.43 down to 50. Come on. Where is the VWAP for Cree? Just, well, that's not going to show me, is it? 50.57. So, wow, it got really close. Playing with people's emotions here. Another nice bottoming tail, though, for Cree on the 5-minute chart. Look at C-Day, guys. I know this was Be Like Waters earlier in the day. C-Day, nice, nice break out of this. All-time high, I guess. Yeah, all-time high. I guess this was an IPO back here, April of last year. Nice break. A little bit of volume that came in also. Look at the volume of the 5. A little more dramatic. That's for C-Day. So there's the 2-bar pullback. So yeah, I mean, it still has room. If it takes out this, yeah, I see what you're looking at. 1261 takes that out. I'm just waiting on this one. I keep putting the price. I just waiting on this one to start to move here. May not do it. Don't know if it has that much room, but PDD I'm talking about. Yeah, as long as it's not crazy different. What did you say Schwab had? So yeah, 57 is. I think usually it should be within a nickel, in my opinion. PL, boy, I know I don't usually trade these ones, but PLCE, you want to trade something a little more expensive, PLCE, nice break right there, PLCE. This makes my evening scan every day now, but it just doesn't really do anything dramatic. It's been inching up. IGT. Okay, there's that PCG. Any closer. You got some topping tails, so that's the only thing you have to worry about, I guess. This one had earnings. So the original FANH had earnings. The initial reaction had earnings release after hours yesterday. Initial reaction, not great. And I'm confused here. Oh, I see. I see. That's okay. This is what happened I remember this now. I thought this was where it closed yesterday. I was wondering how it could be up. So this was the reaction just before earnings. So a lot of people betting not going to be great anyway. And then earnings released after hours yesterday. This is the pre-market action. Actually, I don't think there really was any pre-market action. Yeah, yes, there was. No, there was no pre-market action. And now this is starting to come all the way back. This is where it closed yesterday, so that's why it's up for the day. Keep. All right, guys, listen, it's 2:26. I'll be back at about between 2:30, 2:35. All right, guys, I'm back, and yeah, I'm in the PCG on that break right there, and I'm in the PDD, and I'm just crossing my fingers on a 30 break. I really love to see the 30 break. I got in right about there, 75. So you see the tops of that candle right there. So, you know, I had half a mind to maybe take a little bit out just in case it can't break through that 30, but I think I'll hang on and see if I can just break through the 30. I don't want to give up any too much more profit on it, though. Yeah, and the PCG just had to take out. There was my mark right there. You can't see it anymore, but right there, 1260, 1262 or so. So guys, because it is Wednesday and I have to participate in the webinar at 5 o'clock, I usually shut down Wednesdays around 3. So, you know, listen, I'll always stick around if there are questions, but otherwise I will more than likely be shutting the room down right around 3 o'clock. And the webinar, of course, you can sign up for all the webinars right here. In the tech support, click on the tech support tab, and there they are, webinars, all the webinars. And I say, this is the one, this is the Q&A with Dan and Brad, co-founders of Trade Ideas. That's the one that I attend. I'm not on the mic, I just help out. Oh, it depends. You know, it depends. You're talking about a sort of an anticipatory order. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Most of the times I don't. You know, most of the time, mainly because I'm not in that many stocks at the same time. So, or I'm not really looking to get into, not like I've got like 5 or 6 that I want to get into at any one time. In which case, maybe I would have to put these anticipatory orders in, but typically I'm just watching, you know, I'm just watching for a break. But for instance, let's just say I wanted this one, this TGX, and I was waiting for a 53 break. And the stock was just, you know, in this area for a long time, just underneath that 53. So sometimes what I would do, and I'm just using this as an example, what I would do is I say, because of it, as long as it's basing quite a bit underneath the whole number, sometimes it'll just pop right through the whole number and keep going. So I might say, okay, I'm going to put an anticipatory order in at say 53.08 as an example. But typically, I don't do it. I wouldn't say that that's the typical, but I will do it. It's usually I only do it if I think that there could be some pop through and I wouldn't get any. Come on, PDD, get through that 30 and stay there. And I mean, realistically, you know, there's the high, that's the pre-market, I believe. Yeah, that's the high in the pre-market. There's the high market hours, which is what? 30.05. So I mean, it's just butting up against the high in the you know, once the market opened, and that's 30.05. But that was the high in the pre-market, 30.39. So we'll see. Yeah, SPY is moving down now, actually. Yeah. Just waiting for one more break of 30 to see if that really ensures the break of 30 for PDD. It's amazing, you know, I mean, the games that are played around a whole number. It's just a number. $98, $99, bid and ask. All right, guys. Again, I'm just watching this. I mean, I'm really not going to do too much more. I still have the PCG. It hasn't moved that much since I bought it, but PDD I'm more interested in. Again, just waiting on it. I'm just staring at the time and sales. That's all I'm doing, just staring at it. All right, maybe just put a little minor inducement, put it right at 30, see if it takes it out. 20. Kind of like that. Now, Lazy Boy, excuse me, Lazy Boy Trigger. Oh, that's right. I was looking at this one. LZB. No. WC, no. We will not have time and sales. from your broker. I mean, the brokers supply it. We're not going to duplicate what the brokers do. All right, guys, again, I'll be wrapping up probably in about 15 minutes or so. So just want to, again, I'm sure people are aware of it, but in case some stragglers coming in right now, wondering what they're looking at, we do have a promo on right now. So promo code back to school for an instant 25% savings off the first month or the entire year. This is how much, all right, this is how much Trade Ideas does cost. 1060. Okay, come on. What a game. Anyway, this is what it costs. $1068 a year for a standard, minus that 25%, or $2268 a year, minus the 25% for the premium. Big differences are AI. Standard monthly, $118 less the 25%, or $228 less the 25%. That discount is only good for the first month. After that, if you kept these subscriptions, it would go to $118 and $228. Just so you're very clear on that. It's amazing how many people say, hey, how come I'm not getting my discount the second month? And of course, I always say to them, well, if you could do that, why would anybody buy a yearly plan? But anyway. Now, if you do want to upgrade, though, within 30 days of getting your subscription from standard to premium or from monthly to yearly, you can do so, and we will honor that to 25%. I'm just going to talk a little bit about Brokerage Plus and what Brokerage Plus is. Keeps disappearing on me. Just a second. All right, so that is what Brokerage Plus looks like. It is basically an order entry screen window that you can only use it right now with Interactive Brokers. I have no idea which, if any, brokers will be added to this platform, but right now it only works with Interactive Brokers. So this is, Brokerage Plus is not to replace your brokerage platform. It's sort of an adjunct. So what you would do is you would just click on an alert. It's going to show up here. You either short it or you go long, pick how many shares you want. This would show you the bid and the ask, then you trade it. These are hotkeys: flatten, get out of a position, get out of half your position, double your position, reverse. You were long, now you want to go short. You were short, now you want to go long. You can also set up your own, what we call one-click ordering, by setting up ahead of time your own buying and shorting parameters, okay? Very simple to do. I'll just show you quickly. These are the ones that you see here. So if I wanted to go new trading strategy, I could either load something of my own right now, and then I would basically just set up this table. I would give it a name. Is this a long or a short? And you know, when do I want to start the trades? When do I want to stop them? You fill out this entire form, all right? And as an example, you know, if I do an edit on this one, this is how this one was filled out. You know, and I can't tell you how to fill them out in terms of, you know, what's the best. I mean, you have to figure out how you want to do your trades, okay? But this is basically the screen that you would fill out. And then once you do that, sorry, once you do that, just a minute. Once you do that, then you will see your own buying and shorting parameters. So obviously what you would do then, you would click on an alert. You would then, if you wanted to trade it, you would pick how you wanted to do it, what option you would choose. And of course, it would show up here in your positions. Whoops. I think I deleted my positions or the positions tab accidentally. So anyway, that's basically the simple way to use it. What we're also doing, and that's part of your standard service, What we're also doing is, you notice it says paper trading. So what we're doing is soon, I cannot define soon, but in yesterday's marketing meeting, I was told that hopefully we internally will have access to it to use it. It'll be a real-time paper trading module just to check out if there are any bugs involved. All right. And it'll be a real-time paper trading module, not connected to any broker, of course. So you would just click on the alert and then you would trade it and see how well you're doing. So if you're a new trader, it's a great way to learn, you know, how well you're doing in your selections. That's what paper trading is all about. And that's really it. Okay, I took some of the PDD out, guys. It just is struggling, really struggling to get through the 30. So I just have a little bit of this left, and I still have the PCG. So we got the two Ps going, PDD and PCG, but not that much left of the PDD. It's not giving me a lot of inspiring me that it's going to really take out that 30. You know, the high of the day is 30.05. So the high in the pre-market is 30.35, but no, not at all, Jazz. Why would you say that? We're just wanting to offer a real-time trading module, paper trading module for people. I doubt, well, I mean, I doubt very much we'll get into the brokerage business, but anything is possible, I suppose, but I doubt it. Yeah, I know. TT2000 is a lot bigger company than we are, though. Listen, anything's possible, but you know, there are certainly no plans that I'm aware of. All right, yeah, PCG working well off that 1262 break. Let's see what bets are being placed. JWN, just for fun. I mean, the retail market, retail, of course, had a nice move today. All pretty sure just because of Target. Target blew away everything, and now they're lifetime high for Target. Look at that move. So that definitely gave the retail sector a real jolt on the positive side, as opposed to Macy's last week. Was it Macy's last week or this week? I guess last week, Macy's did the absolute reverse. TJX, another retailer, whipping higher here after suffering through earnings. Well, that's typically not where people would be investing, but okay. Okay, guys. So as I say, I'll be shutting down right around 3 o'clock. So if you have any questions, please, I say I'll stick around, but hope to see some of you in the webinar at 5. Yeah, right. Man, I'm just waiting for the day that this one, just breaks out. It had a nice breakout last week, 350 up to 460, not bad. And look at what are we now, Wednesday? So 3 days, just like this. You can just see though, I mean, if you get some volume in, I mean, the volume already is greater than last week, but it hasn't budged it. I'm talking about the RUHN. Yeah, so what I do, these are the symbols, and I'll be flat out honest. I mean, I'm having more success with the evening scan than the AI curation. We're just not getting that many alerts, so that I like to carry forward. But anyway, this is what I'm doing. So I'll take these alerts. These are in today's list. Lazy boy, I want to do earlier. Anyway, these are the ones in today's list. So I will look at each one of these and see if I want to carry them forward to tomorrow. Okay, so I'll look at FN. And actually, that's a good question. I want to see. I don't know if the AI curator will be available tomorrow for everybody. Don't think it will be, because it'll be part of the premium service. But anyway, I'll take a look at each one of these and see if I want to carry. So FN probably makes my list, right? Can you just see why? I mean, it's got a big void, so it may look like it wants to start filling that void after yesterday's disaster in earnings. So anyway, I go through the list. I'll figure out which ones I want to carry forward tomorrow, and then I go through the actual AI alerts today and figure out which ones I want to carry forward tomorrow also. So the list for tomorrow is out of these carry forwards and the ones that I pick from today. That's basically what I do. Now, how I do it in terms of, I'm looking at the charts, just like I said with the FNN, or sorry, the FN. Now, you gotta love that. I mean, and why I like it, it could give you a trade both ways. Because what if it starts to fall? Well, look at the void underneath. There it is. It got all the way down to 45. So, if the stock sits at 48, I mean, I'd love for it to obviously try to fill up this void, because there's more to it. But even if it starts to fall, then you're looking at maybe this level down here. So I love these ones because it could go either way. Well, the scan is always available. It's from the channel bar, but again, this will be part of the premium service, so it's available here, AI curated, and you should get these 4 windows. Not much on the downside because the market was up, But these are, and you know, these alerts to a certain extent, you know, I can go over them. These were the alerts from today. You know, the ACOR at the beginning, I mean, I got into that one. Yeah, it hit 344 from 331. The ARWR from 34. Yeah, I mean, it hit 3540. TWOU from 19, it did hit 1940. And of course, well, the PCG, if you had a lot of patients, 1181, it's all the way up here. Glue, I don't think did very much. Yeah, got up to from 457. They got up to 470. This one did nothing. And then the CG probably did nothing. So, you know, these ones to a certain, I mean, PCG obviously worked out very well. The ARWR worked out very well. So, I mean, worked out well. Well, the next day's update tomorrow when you turn on, again, I don't think it's going to be available tomorrow because what they have to do is, you know, we want to make this part of the premium service AIs. But assuming you have our premium service, when it comes back, you just click on it in the morning. So I do all the work, and it's there for you in the tomorrow morning. Does that answer your question? I'm closing really, well, again, I'll always stick around if there's some questions. Yeah, so it'll be gone tomorrow. I just confirmed it. All right, everybody. Any other questions? A little going once, going twice. Okay, I think that's a wrap for today. I don't see any questions coming in. So again, if you want to attend the webinar that I take part in, you can just don't know if that works. Well, anyway, here's the link. Here's the webinar link right here in the tech support area. It doesn't look like it. Okay, anyway, you see where it is. Tech support area, webinar registration and archived videos. All right, everybody. I think that's it. I don't see any other questions. So exciting day. Of course, Curry really super excitement. So again, you know, we'll have to watch for another one tomorrow. See if any sort of somewhat named company like a JWN, you know, releasing earnings, and see if it just has like that just terrible capitulation day. You can see what could happen. And I don't anticipate that we're going to get a great, I shouldn't say that. I have no idea. but based on the rest of the other types of retailers, Target excluded, most of them have just been crushed. So you can see what could happen to JW Nordstrom here. I mean, if it's bad and it takes all, I mean, there's no support. I mean, that's the bottom line. There's just absolutely no support. So we could have a Macy's day. Yes, okay. From the folder, and that I share, you can download that. And then here are the links, for the webinars and all the other sort of links that I pester you guys with. Okay, so I'll keep this up. So again, if you want those, just look on the Room Drive folder, the Room Drive icon. Looks like a half-open folder. Just click on it and then download. Then go to Word documents, and then you can look at them at your leisure. So I'll keep that open for another minute or so. Let me know when you've done it. Okay, great. Yeah, Daniel, so the webinar, so you want to go to the webinar is 4 times a week, Monday to Thursday at 5 o'clock Eastern. So the one today is the nice Canadian day, Barry. I'm going to reach through the computer and so when you say webinar, yeah, we have 4 of them a week. So you can attend this one at 5:30. You can sign up for it right there on the tech support tab. I'll just type it in, get it in here. So there's the webinar registration for all the webinars, okay? You click on that, you can sign up for them all, Monday to Thursday at noon Eastern. All free. And they're all archived, so you can take a look at all the past ones. You too, Larissa? No, that doesn't make sense. Xanadu, I know. Okay, everybody. It's a wrap. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern time. So hope everybody has a great evening. And again, we'll see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock Eastern. Bye-bye.